Hello, and welcome to our presentation on open educational resources. I'm Lindsay Mason, and I'm giving this presentation on behalf of myself and our librarian, Michelle Sarf. So we want to start today by going through again our affordable learning initiatives at Ohio Dominican University. We take a three-pronged approach. Prong one is inclusive access, and this is going to be publisher ebooks and courseware that are delivered through PantherLearn at reduced costs to students. The publishers we're currently using are McGraw-Hill, Pearson, Cengage, Sage, and Macmillan. If you have a textbook that's using any of one of these publishers and you'd like to be a part of inclusive access, just send me a quick email. The second prong to our affordable learning initiatives are open educational resources, or often called just simply OERs. These are academic textbooks, video, and other materials that are licensed under the Creative Commons, which allows people to make them their own. You can download it, you can remix it, you can change it, you can smash resources together, so long as you give some credit to where they came from, but you're allowed to do what you'd like with them. These resources are free to both students and faculty to use, and they're also delivered through PantherLearn. The final prong of our affordable learning initiative are library resources. This includes databases and other online resources, as well as ebooks available through our library. These resources are purchased by the university, but then free to students and faculty as end users. And these too can be delivered through PantherLearn. So our purpose for today is not really so much to focus on inclusive access, goodbye inclusive access, or library resources. We'll get back to you later. Instead, today we'd like to focus mainly on open educational resources. That's the middle prong, or one of the prongs of our three-pronged approach to reducing costs for students. This initially began through an Ohio Department of Higher Education grant that was awarded to North Central State College, the Ohio State University, Ohio Dominican University, as well as 14 other community colleges. And these universities together were awarded $1.3 million to develop OER in an effort to reduce the cost of textbooks for students. Faculty teams work together in cohorts to create courses that have been the highest enrolled courses in the state of Ohio. There were 3 cohorts. First cohort included American government, writing, psychology, sociology, statistics, and linear algebra. The second cohort was calculus, macroeconomics, and an upper-level math course. And then the third cohort was abstract algebra, biology, college algebra, math education, both middle and early, microeconomics, American history, ethics, pre-calculus, and public speaking. ODU participated in 15 of 21 of these courses. All of those courses there that have an asterisk, that's where either an ODU librarian or an ODU faculty member served on the committee to create the course materials. And so I think there's a lot of ODU in this project. And so today what we want to talk about then is how you get the material from those courses developed in those cohorts from a website to your class. How do you use this material? So the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative, this is the group that managed creating all of those courses for the Ohio Department of Higher Ed OER project. So the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative, they served up as project managers for curating all of these courses. They led the teams, they organized the teams, they set deadlines, they managed those deadlines, etc. And now you can think of the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative as the website where you can find all of these courses. So I've got the link to the website down there. And if you go to ohiolink.oercommons.org, you'll see a website that looks like this. And so they've categorized these courses into arts and humanities and history, communication, education, engineering, mathematics and statistics, natural and physical sciences, and social and behavioral sciences. And under each of those tabs, then, you'll find the courses that are available. So here under arts, humanities, and history, we have the writing courses, the ethics course, and U.S. American History 1 course. And so if we go to this website, this is the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative website, and you're in this section for hubs, and then you just scroll down. There's a section there that's about us, talking about that North Central State, Ohio State, and Ohio Dominican University grant for $1.3 million. And then if you scroll down even further, that's all of the courses. So here I've clicked on Mathematics and Statistics, and I want to take a look at this Ohio Open Ed Collaborative Introductory Statistics course. You can see there are 28 resources in here. There's a lot. Okay, so here we get a little page, and it'll give us some information about the education standards. And if I only want to see something from a particular set of standards, I can sort by that. I can also sort by subject area, education level, the type of material. So if I just want to see the full course, if I only want to see lectures, I only want to see textbook, I can kind of sort my path through here. But I'm going to go ahead and click on the statistics course content. And here I get an overview of the people who worked on this course. So Jim Cottrell, who's a faculty member at Ohio Dominican University, was part of the review team for this course and its development. And you can see the course is divided into topics. So topic 1 is Introduction to Statistics, Types of Studies, etc. We're going to scroll down here to topic 12. To take a look at some of the resources available. So this is a topic about estimation of single population mean and single population proportion. So let's see how this module then is structured. Well, at the top here, you get a module overview where it just says, here's what we're doing in this overview. And then beneath that, you get learning objectives. So here's what the students will be learning in this module. And then you have textbook material. So what are we going to cover from the actual textbook? All of these Ohio Open Ed Collaborative courses have been designed with a OpenStax textbook. This is linked to the PDF of the OpenStax book, and it's about confidence intervals. And so I can scroll down, and there are chapter objectives, information, and here's what the students need to be reading for this week. So it goes through the entire chapter 8. If I go back to the page, in addition to the chapter material, they'll have chapter exercises. So chapter 8 exercises, maybe, we suggest doing the odds 97 through 134. You can view that. It'll open in a new tab. And so here's that practice. Here's what students need to be doing. Only the odd answers, you might say. There's some worksheets. So there's a Word doc as a confidence interval estimation. There's an Excel spreadsheet where there are some open gaps where students may need to answer some additional problems or do some calculations. There's a lab, so you can click to view the lab. And this is going to be something that students are going to do at home where they collect data and then run some calculations on that data. There's a section of key terms, so if you just wanted to make sure that they knew the vocabulary for the week. And then down here, there are videos. So there's an author video. So the author of the OpenStax books created chapter videos that you can assign to your students. And then here too, there's also a series of Khan Academy videos. So any of these videos, if you were to click on them, it would open up as a Khan Academy video. Over on the right-hand side here is a list of all of these resources. So this panel to the left kind of takes you through the learning objectives and a suggested path through the material. And over here, it's just a whole set of materials. So for any of these resources that are PDFs, You could download the PDF, and if you had software such as Adobe Acrobat DS, you could edit the PDF, change the PDF, you could change the wording, you could change the exercises, you could change whatever you wanted to in that PDF, and then just upload that back to, say, PantherLearn. So that's the output of this grant, is the courses. So when I mentioned delivering those courses through PantherLearn, here's an example that we've set up with Math 140 on our campus, which is Introduction to Statistics. So this is in PantherLearn, just an overview of a week 2 in an online course. So we've taken the overview from week 2 and put it here, as well as the learning outcomes, as well as the learning resources, and also the assessments. And so in PantherLearn, all of these here would be direct links that would take students to the videos or to the sections in the textbook that we're asking students to read that week or to watch. And then some of the assessments as well are coming directly from the Open Ed Collaborative site. Here I am, I'm viewing this course as a student, and here's that week 2 page. So I can click on anything here and it's going to take me to either the instructor videos or to the OpenStax text. If I go here to week 4, there's an assignment called the Stats Lab, and if I click here to view the Stats Lab from Chapter 7, it'll open up that PDF of the Stats Lab in Chapter 7. And so we've just taken all of the information from this OER common site in the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative, and we've taken it and we've linked to these resources either by downloading them and adding them into the course, or if it's something like a video, getting the URL and linking directly to them in the actual PantherLearn page. And so this is the way that you can get the content from the Open Ed Collaborative into your PantherLearn course shell. Now, if you're looking for some resources beyond the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative, we've cultivated a number of those resources and put them into an easy to follow kind of format in the Ohio Dominican University LibGuide. So if you go to this website here, it'll take you to an introduction to the open educational resources. And so it defines what an OER is and gives some news about open educational resources. There's a tab that highlights faculty OER projects, so things that faculty are currently working on. Library OER initiatives that we're working on. There's a link to the Open Textbook Network, which is a consortium of colleges and universities that are working to advance open textbook initiatives. And so there's going to be a lot of materials available there, full textbooks for your courses. And then we link to that Ohio Open Ed Collaborative where we just were, right? And so there are all of those courses that have come about, those 3 cohorts that are going to be there. There's some additional general OER resources. So these are websites that have collected various OERs. I really like this George Mason University OER Meta Finder. So it's a real-time search. It can take a bit longer, but it's going to look at every single website that is has OER content. So if you search something in that Mason OER Meta Finder, likelihood you're going to find it. You're going to get more than you hoped for, probably. And then there's specific subject resources for OER. So whether it's art, history, software engineering, sociology, etc., there are some places that are specific to those subject matters. So this is a really great resource. One of the things that we're building as part of an OER mini grant that we received this year is some OER best practices. So we'll be working on the best way to search all of this information and all of these resources that are available, and then the best way to get those resources into your actual courses and into the hands of students. So we'll be working on some LibGuides there for best practices of OER use. If you're interested in creating some more OER content in your courses, you can set up an OER consultation with an OER certified librarian here on campus, and that would be Tim Sandusky. You can either email or call him or stop by the library, and he'll be there to help you navigate all of these resources. Sometimes it's just a matter of saying, I want to supplement my course with this kind of resource. Where do I go? And sometimes he'll just deliver it and he'll just email it to you and say, here you go, I found it for you. And so it's a wonderful resource, and Tim is so helpful. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you feel confused about resources or where to find them or what's a good resource. He is an expert, and so he's going to help you find all of those OERs you need. How can we better support you in thinking of OERs as not just recommended or supplementary resources, but maybe even as your primary required resource for your course? We're here to help. And so please reach out at any time to either Michelle or myself or Tim Sandusky. We're all here to help and to support you and to find resources that not only fit your class or fit your topic, but resources that you can be really excited about. And you can get excited about not only the content of those resources, but your ability to have maximum freedom with those resources. And if you don't like something, rip it out, exchange it for something else. We can help you to curate those resources to be exactly what you want and need for your classes. So feel free to contact us. We're here. Let us know if you need anything. Thanks so much.